So our Tuesday and Thursday multi-sport after school clubs are run by an amazing coach called Joe and his wonderful helpers. Many of them are teenagers that used to come to the club. And if you want to give your child a good start in sport, which obviously is such an asset for the rest of your life, then you can't be in better hands than with Joe. He literally makes these sessions so fun. And he weaves in loads of different skill practices, but in a kind of a game context. So yeah, it's not like they're sort of lining up and waiting for their turn and things like that. It's just non-stop, on the go fun, developing fitness, developing skills, developing friendships. So can't recommend it highly enough. We tend to get 5 to 11-year-olds to that one because it's like primary school age. So yeah, by all means, we can do a walk down from Baslow School, but if you do need to bring your child there, then by all means you can sit in the cafe and do a bit of extra work, or even better, you can go for a run or a jog or a walk in Chatsworth, which is right. So our teen netball session is very much a representation of our fitness through fun tagline, in that there are like skill practices and elements to it, but essentially excuse me, it's just a chance for teenage girls, and actually we do get a few younger girls along there as well now, so they're in like the last year of primary school, so it's kind of a good introduction to netball for when they do go to secondary school. But essentially a great opportunity for them to enjoy playing sport in a very non-pressured environment, and listen to music. They're always attaching their phones to our Bluetooth speakers, and just really just, like I say, enjoying getting out, being active, but without the need to like perform really well or perform really hard, or compete for a team. There is a competitive element, but yeah, all very light-hearted, all very fun. Our Wild Athletics and Running Club is for 5 to, we tend to get up to about 12 years old. Technically they can be older as well, because essentially there's 2 sessions that run within the one session there. I tend to do more the running fitness and technique type session, so I'll mark out a track on the grass, and it's very much designed to, like I say, challenge you and to work quite hard, so that come sports day you can perform to the best of your ability. Joe, on the other hand, he does the wild athletics section, so that's where it's running, jumping and throwing events, all very gamified, and really inclusive of all different ages, all different abilities. So hopefully something for everything there, including parents, because we've got Chatsworth on the doorstep, so you can go for a run as you drop your children off. Our Let's Dance session is on a Wednesday from 5 until 6, and it's very much designed for those people who love to dance, but they don't want to go to like a more serious dance session where it's very much about precision and technique. You do get taught a bit of that in this session, because it's led by a really wonderful teenage helper of ours, under the guidance of Jo. And she's somebody who is a fantastic dancer, as I say, and has loads of like really funky routines that she's maybe learnt through her own classes, and she'll put it in a format that's just really easy for other youngsters to learn. So yeah, we say from 7 up, basically. Like we did get a mum come along one week as well, and she really enjoyed it, so please by all means consider that if you like to. So my reboot camp on a Wednesday, the clue's in the name, it's all about rebooting you. So rather than like a normal boot camp where you come away all bedraggled, okay, you can work hard on this session, don't get me wrong, but I take you through a few different stages in the workshop, such that hopefully you get to the end and you feel rebooted and alive and energized. So we start with fitness Pilates, which is where I just choreograph a lot of postural movements to music. We get warmed up, and then we do circuit section, which, like I say, it's up to you how hard you work in that part. And then we do some stretching, again choreographed to music, and finish off with a relaxation, and a cheesy quote as well, where we'll then spend the next 5 minutes putting the rules. We do a tween club, which is for those kids that are sort of in between like childhood and teenagers, if you like. So last year's of primary school, early years of secondary school, and rather than that being a structured session, I suppose it's more like a youth club, in that the children can go, they can like help themselves to equipment from the storeroom, use all the facilities there. We've also got the woodland park, which is still quite popular with them. And then if the weather's bad, they can go upstairs. We've got like a snooker table, table football, TrY-Sports as well. So yeah, just a nice social offering there. Thursdays, I do an interval running group at the beautiful Longshore Estate. Need I say more? Well, I will. So it's interval training. We don't just go for like a long steady run. And the beauty of that is that it can cater for a range of different ages and abilities. So I do get some teenagers along to that one, sometimes a bit younger as well. But it's mainly adults, I'd say. But don't let that discourage the teenagers from coming, because they are very welcome. And we do, yeah, it might be hill reps one week, it might be a fartlek, it might just be a timed distance, etc. But yeah, the idea being it's a chance to sort of push yourself harder than what you would do out on a normal run. It's super duper friendly. Like I say, it just does not matter how fast you are or how slow you are. So yeah, come along. We do some technique drills and things like that as well. So yeah, you're sure to come away a better, fitter runner with some new friends. Ladies' night is essentially hockey and netball. We tend to do like a 50-50 split time-wise. And we get a really lovely group of ladies along to this one. And teenagers, I should add as well. Usually sort of daughters and mums in that respect. And it's just people who really enjoyed sport at school. But, you know, life gets in the way as you get older and you lose touch with it. So it's a real wonderful reintroduction to sport, and yeah, you work really hard in the session but without trying. So it is a super one for fitness, but yeah, much more so for fun. Like you just disconnect from everything and you remember what it was like to be young and carefree.